The Dallas Cowboys are heading into another season with a lot of hope, but also plenty of questions hanging in the air. Experts and analysts are already projecting this could be another disappointing year for the team, and honestly, it's hard to completely disagree when you look at the challenges stacked against them. From injuries to questionable depth and some ongoing inconsistencies, the Cowboys seem to be walking a tightrope between potential success and falling short again. But before we dive into all the reasons why the outlook feels a bit gloomy, I want to ask you, do you think this is just another rough patch, or could the Cowboys surprise everyone and turn things around? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your take really matters here. Now, looking at the big picture, this isn't just about a few bad plays or unlucky breaks. The projections come from experts who have been watching the team's off-season moves, preseason performances, and overall roster construction. They see a team that has talent, but maybe not enough depth or consistency to make a serious playoff push. It's the kind of season where every little issue can get magnified, and the Cowboys need everything to click just right to avoid falling into the same traps as before. You've probably heard all the chatter about the Cowboys being one of the most disappointing teams once again, but it's worth remembering that this team still has a core of guys who can do big things on the field. The problem is that past seasons have shown that talent alone doesn't guarantee success in the NFL. Execution, coaching, and health all play huge roles, and that's where the concerns really build up. So, as we kick off this discussion, I want you to think about what you expect this year. Are you cautiously optimistic, or are you bracing for another tough ride? Let me know by hitting that like button if you believe the Cowboys can still pull off something special. And hey, if you're new around here or haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss the latest Cowboys updates. We're building a community here, and I want you to be part of it. With all that said, let's take a closer look at what's going on with the offense, because if there's going to be any hope for a turnaround, it starts there. But before we get into that, remember, your opinions make these videos better, so keep them coming in the comments. Now, let's get into it. When it comes to the Cowboys' offense, a lot of eyes are on Dak Prescott. Everyone's wondering if he can lead this team to consistency and keep that offense clicking week after week. We all know Dak has had some ups and downs in recent years, and the pressure is definitely on him to step up and deliver. The question is, will this be the year he truly takes that next step, or are we going to see more of the same struggles? It's not just about Dak's arm or mobility, it's also about how well he manages the game, makes quick decisions, and keeps the team focused in those critical moments. Then there's the offensive line, which has been a bit of a roller coaster. Protection has been shaky at times, and when your quarterback doesn't have enough time to throw, it throws off the entire rhythm of the offense. Injuries haven't helped either. Keeping a solid line healthy is always tough, but for the Cowboys, it's been a challenge that's hard to ignore. Without strong protection up front, even the best skilled players struggle to make an impact. Speaking of skilled players, the Cowboys have some big names, but questions remain about consistency. Can the wide receivers and running backs make those explosive plays week in and week out? Are the new additions and young guys ready to step up and fill any gaps? The offense has the pieces, but it feels like there's still something missing to push it from good to great. So what do you think? Will Dak and the offense finally come together this season? Or is there still too much uncertainty? I'm curious to hear your take, so drop a quick yes if you think Dak will have a breakout year, or no if you feel the offense will continue to struggle. And while you're at it, share who you're most excited to see make an impact this season. If you want to stay ahead of every offensive update and get my honest takes as the season unfolds, make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. This way, you'll never miss a beat. All right, let's move on and talk about the defense, because that side of the ball could very well decide how this season goes for the Cowboys. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the defense, an area where a lot of Cowboys fans have been holding their breath for years. The defense has often been the weak link, and this season looks no different on paper. Analysts keep pointing out that unless the defense steps up in a big way, It's going to be really hard for the Cowboys to compete against the league's top offenses. The secondary, in particular, has been a concern. Can they cover those speedy receivers, or will they get burned time and time again? And what about the pass rush? Without consistent pressure on the quarterback, opposing offenses will have all the time they need to pick apart the Cowboys' defense. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are some bright spots to consider. The team has some young talent coming up who showed flashes of potential last season, and if they can develop and stay healthy, that could make a big difference. The coaching staff also has some work to do in getting everyone on the same page and executing defensive schemes effectively. It's a tall order, but it's not impossible. So here's my question for you. What's your take on the Cowboys' defense this season? Do you think they can finally hold their own? Or are we set up for more breakdowns and costly mistakes? Let me know by typing "hold strong" if you believe the defense will improve, or "exposed" if you think they'll continue to struggle. And if you want more deep dives into the defense, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know you want more detailed analysis. All right, up next, we'll get into coaching and front office decisions, a topic that always stirs up some strong opinions among Cowboys fans. When it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, you can't talk about the team without talking about Jerry Jones and the coaching staff. Jerry's hands-on approach has been a defining part of the franchise for decades, but many fans and analysts wonder if his influence is holding the team back more than helping it. Then there's Mike McCarthy, the head coach whose style and decisions are under intense scrutiny. Some question if the coaching strategies are the right fit for this roster, or if the team needs a fresh approach to really unlock its potential. Looking at the front office moves, the drafts and free agency signings have been a mixed bag. Some picks have paid off, but others haven't quite lived up to expectations. That inconsistency makes it tough to build momentum, especially when you're trying to patch holes on both sides of the ball. Fans are left wondering if the team's leaders are making the right calls to set up long-term success, or if short-term fixes are just masking bigger problems. What do you think? Do you trust Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy to get the Cowboys back on track? Or is it time for a major shakeup? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know where you stand on this. And if you're feeling passionate about the future of the team, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates or debates about the Cowboys' direction. Next, we'll wrap things up with a look at the fan perspective, because at the end of the day, it's the fans who live and breathe this team through every high and low. Now let's talk about you, the Cowboys fan. I know firsthand how frustrating it can be to watch season after season with high hopes only to face disappointment again. But despite everything, the loyalty and passion for this team never fade. You stick with the Cowboys through the ups and downs because this team means something more than just wins and losses. It's about pride, history, and the community we build together. That said, it's also important to be realistic. This season might bring more challenges and setbacks, but it could also be the year everything finally clicks. Whether you're feeling hopeful or bracing for disappointment, one thing is clear. The fans will be here, showing up and supporting their team no matter what. And that's exactly why channels like Cowboys News TV exist, to keep you connected, informed, and engaged with honest analysis and a space where your voice matters. So, what's your prediction? Will this season be another letdown, or is it finally time for the Cowboys to break through and prove the doubters wrong? Vote disappointing or breakthrough in the comments below, and let's get that conversation going. If you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update or discussion. Our goal is to hit 15,000 subscribers and build the biggest, most passionate Cowboys community out there. And you're a crucial part of that. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you in the next video with all the latest news and insights.